Welcome to Poland Daily Culture. I'm Polina Odra, and today I'll take you on a journey through the Royal Palace in Wrocław. The Royal Palace is a palace in Wrocław, Poland, built in the 17th century. Originally a palace of the Prussian monarchy, it now houses the City Museum. In the middle of the 19th century, drawing on a Florentine Renaissance style, architect Friedrich August Stüler added a new southern wing 1844 to 1846 and a new courtyard wings along with a gate and railing in 1858. In 1918, the palace was donated to the city of Breslau. On 20th of September 1926, the Palace Museum, Schloss Museum, was opened, displaying an exposition devoted to Friedrich the Great, reconstruction of original interiors, and a collection of Silesian art.
Okay, so I'm here with Miss Aneta Żukowska, and we're here at the Royal Palace Gardens, and we've got the Royal Palace Museum just behind us. So, Miss Aneta, maybe you could tell us a little something about the gardens that we're in.
We have the reconstruction of a Baroque garden. Unfortunately, the original garden didn't survive the war. So we reconstructed, but upon an old graphic about on the basis of old prints, we tried to reconstruct to save the character of the Baroque gardens. As you can see, as you can feel, low plants, no shadow. This is typical for Baroque gardens.
Yeah, I mean, beautiful garden in itself.
Yes.
We've got the fountains behind us and the statues, etc. So I wanted to ask you something about, it's quite prevalent and important thing for the museum, is this 1,000 years of Wrocław. So could you tell us, because it's not exactly, and we can't be certain definitively how old Wrocław is, but what exactly is this celebrating?
We celebrate 1,000 years history in the year 2000. And on this occasion, we started to organize, to present this exhibition, the 1,000 years of Wrocław history. But in fact, this is we are not very sure when exactly Wrocław started. It started on a small island on the Odra River called Cathedral Island, and that was the first settlement of farmers, dated for the year around 930. So in fact, very soon we could celebrate 1,100 years of Wrocław history. Yeah. But we decided to choose the year 1000 because this is the first historical note about writing note about in medieval documents about Wrocław. Mm-hmm. For the first time, the name Wrocław, name Wratyslavia, was in an old document about the fact that Wrocław, exactly in the year 1000, became a capital of bishopry. But in fact, it existed earlier as an early medieval settlement.
You know, this is the issue with that sort of such a long time ago. We don't really know all the full details. So yeah, it's...
Yes. And about this, the history before the year 1000, we don't have any historical notes. We have only archaeological excavations about the earlier period.
So I just wanted to ask then, where the actual name Wrocław came from. So you mentioned the name itself of Wratyslavia.
Wratyslavia, Breslau, Presla, Wratysla, many different names. In medieval documents, there is more than a dozen of names of the city. It probably originated from the name of a person called Wrocław. We don't exactly know who was Wrocław. Probably. There are some guesses. He could be a Czech warrior, a Czech leader, or maybe a Polish or Silesian leader of a tribe here, Slavonic tribe. We don't know exactly where does the name exactly came from, but definitely from the name Wrocław or Wrocław.
And so it's probably important to say that during that time, sort of Czech and Polish were perhaps a little bit closer in terms of
yes, the language Czech in medieval time, Czech and Polish language were very, very similar, much more similar than today.